I was stunned twice today. First of all, Apple has canceled its electric car project completely after working on it for nearly 10 years. Just all of that effort and money wasted. Apple made the disclosure internally on Tuesday, surprising the nearly 2,000 employees working on the project. Apple tried to make an EV for 10 years. It has a cash pile of $160 billion and still ultimately came to the conclusion that it's too hard and that margins would be too small even at a $100,000 price. Apple certainly did not have to cancel the plans. They have so much money. They could even buy Rivian with a relatively small piece of their cash pile. Needless to say, this is great news for Tesla. I am absolutely stunned. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I thought it was a joke, but it's not a joke. Dan O'Dowd, the Tesla enemy, the guy that pays millions of dollars to criticize Tesla in his paid ads, says, "I am pleased to announce that I bought the 3 lost Tesla Roadsters that were found in a shipping container in China. I named them Brandy, Thandy, and Nandy to go with the original 2 Candy and Mandy. Thankfully, Elon Musk's defective self-driving software isn't installed." As far as I can tell, Dan O'Dowd absolutely despises Tesla, and here he is buying 3 Roadsters worth $1 million. Gordon Johnson is already weird, but Dan O'Dowd just takes it to a whole new level. Tesla makes such great products, even the biggest haters are customers. And now some good news. The Tesla Model Y just received the highest possible safety rating, and that is despite the tougher standards. That's sort of expected, really. You can see some of the scores here. Now, seatbelts and child restraints, latch, ease of use, average. I guess that's specifically for child restraints because seatbelts work without any issues at all. And Vince Palomares from S&P Global Mobility said there's a lot of strong interest in Tesla. Tesla loyalty has remained very strong, and I think that's kind of overshadowed what the other OEMs are doing at this point. I also think anyone that ever gets in a crash in a Tesla is going to be buying another Tesla because obviously it's a safe vehicle, and some of these people are then talking about their experience all the time, telling everyone how safe the vehicle is, which does create a little bit more demand for Tesla. This is Tesla's website in France. I translated this with Google Translate. It says it's a limited time offer. You can get 4,000 euros if you buy a new Model 3 that's in stock, as long as you take delivery, I assume, before the end of the quarter, but you have to order before March 17th. Yeah, the end of the quarter is coming and we are seeing more promotions just like always, so this is nothing new really. And we got deliveries from China, 10,800 for the previous week. Keep in mind, we just had Chinese New Year, and Chinese New Year is bigger in China than Christmas is in the West, generally speaking. 10,800, not a bad number considering it was the Chinese New Year. The next week I would expect it to be stronger. And you can see in green Q1 of 2023 of last year, and there was also a dip around the Chinese New Year. This is where we are at right now. Anyway, Roland thinks it's a good first week after the Chinese New Year. Also, generally speaking, Q1 in China, it's always not exactly great. If you want to compare year-over-year numbers, it's up 12% in China. AJ Ashley was only expecting 8,000 and we got 10,800. We got another of his DV12 video. Let's take a look.
Oh, it's gonna turn. Not where I wanted to go.
So
It's going the wrong way.
I think it had to go a little bit further and then turn right.
So I'm gonna let it do its thing.
Turning here.
Oh. It definitely went the wrong way. So let's see what's gonna do. Is it gonna do a U-turn? It's sure gonna do a U-turn. There you go.
All right.
Wow. All right. Now we're gonna turn right on this light. That was pretty good. It went the wrong way, and then it just did a U-turn, and we're back on track. We're turning on this entrance right.
So the destination was right here. Omar says, with FSD Beta 1, I had my first takeover within 10 seconds. On FSD 12, I can go entire days without a takeover. If you had seen the evolution I have, you would be excited too. I didn't quite know that he doesn't have takeovers for days with FSD 12. That's really impressive. I know it's San Francisco, but still. Days without takeovers with just cameras only, no LiDAR, nothing? It's exciting. Looks like Tesla Cybertrucks will not have Steam gaming because of hardware limitations. Cybertrucks have 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. And Cybertrucks might not have discrete GPUs, but also Steam has not been mentioned on any of Tesla's marketing materials related to Cybertruck. So it's not like Tesla is breaking any promises here. So right now, the average pickup price in the US is more than $60,000. And today, the cheapest Foundation Series Cybertruck costs $100,000. That's a lot of money. But next year, assuming everything goes to plan, you will be able to buy this Cybertruck for about $61,000, but after incentives, it will be about $53,500, making it cheaper than the average pickup truck on the market. I am not so sure that people will be getting these rear-wheel drive Cybertrucks next year because there's probably going to be a lot of demand for the all-wheel drive versions. But if it doesn't happen next year, then 2026 is the year, I think. I don't think Detroit is looking forward to this moment. And to anyone that doubted that Tesla would ever even make a Cybertruck, send this video to them. This is a fleet of Cybertrucks ready to be delivered to real customers.